Is she coming on live? I'm here. How is everyone doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. 2025 real estate strategy. Are you ready? Grab your coffee, grab your water. Most importantly, you will want a pen and you will want your notebook because this is going to be good. You know, when I have a moment to think, when I have a moment to write, which was yesterday, let me tell you, this is going to be a really good live. And some of you might want to invite a friend. Oh, you know the drill. Let me know, where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? How's business? How are things going? Where are you watching from? Invite a friend. So I'm here in Illinois. I just got back from Tulum. Can you tell? Hence the mug. Maybe we should fix this. Maybe we should fix this. So how's it going? We got California. So you're up early. Good morning. I got Carol Stream in the room. My Illinois folks. I got Montana. Okay, Montana. 30,000 feet in the friendly skies to Dallas. Oh, you know what? Now I'm really impressed. I need like a video of me watching. I'm watching Carrie on Coffee with Carrie in the skies. Safe travels. Safe travels. Busiest quarter four. How that is now that makes me go, yes. So grab your notebook, invite a friend. I've got my notes. I need to move this because I might need to write. I need to write and tell you some things in the world of real estate. So here, I'll do this. I'll put it in my lap. How about that? So again, grab your coffee. How are things going? Clearly, you can hear me in all places. I'm live on YouTube. I am live on Instagram. I got to get the game of TikTok going again because Mina said TikTok has been working for her. So, yep, there I am. I do believe. Mina, let me know, how are things over on YouTube? Can you hear me okay? So 2025 real estate strategy. Are you ready? I already asked the question. How's your business? How are things going? Busiest quarter for since COVID. That part, I truly believe, some of you have heard me say this, that after the election, I think the gridlock is going to shift. Well, of course, you already know we're in gridlock because of the interest rates. Interest rates are higher than they were during COVID, higher than they were pre-COVID. Had we not increased this, those interest rates, decreased during COVID, I don't think we would be here. But I think people are going to get to the point where they're like, this is reality. If I want to sell, I need to do it now because inventory is still extremely low everywhere. And I can tell you in Florida, I'm seeing price changes, but they did have more properties sell than the previous month. So that part. So let's do this. Are you answer these questions in the chat for those of you that are live? If you are watching the replay, let me know in the comments. For those of you, by the way, if you missed, it's the final countdown. Number one, I put it on the membership under a new tab called Masterclass, Bonus Masterclass. Number two, if you aren't in the membership, I want you to join now because it's a deal. But if you simply type in the word replay, tell me if it works. It should go to your DM, or you can go to the link in my bio to catch the replay. Free replay. It's on its own landing page. You can watch all the videos. It's in a playlist. So, yeah, property taxes are high, in a lot of places, but it depends on where you are. And sometimes there's reasons why taxes are higher in other places. So are you ready for the current year? Each year is a new start. Do you feel like that every year? You're like, I got New Year's resolutions. I'm going to work out. It's already November and you still haven't finished that New Year's resolution from 2024. We hope to reach those resolutions. It's always out with the old and in with the new, right? Right? Thank you. Best investment. And it's really, I tell you, I have so much content on the membership that sometimes I feel like I got to do something different. I'm not charging enough. So in real estate, you got your notebook? Do you have your notebook? Because this is going to be good. In real estate, there are up and down markets. There are years when we work harder than others. Some of you right now are starting to feel like the market is shifting, and I truly believe it is, where the business appears easier, right? The past 2 years were the years where agents were working harder to close a transaction. I'm sure some of you could agree. Even my agents that are producing agents, full-time agents, they're like, Carrie, it just felt harder. And although that's true, there are agents that are still closing deals. Proof, my Q4 person. If there are not as many, even if there are not as many closed transactions, they're still closing deals. And some of my super producers out there in the world of real estate, they're feeling the pinch, but they're still closing deals. And there will always be ups and downs. That's how capitalism works. But staying ready for the coming year is essential to growth when the market stabilizes. And I've been telling you that after the election, I think people are going to say, okay, I'm ready to get back into the game of real estate. Now, how can you get ready for the coming year? This is going to be good. How can you create a real estate strategy for 2025? How many of you took my goal setting class? How many of you have already set your goals for 2025? Do you really have goals for 2025? I have a whole spreadsheet for goals. Oh, I should have shared that with the membership. Keep it simple when you talk about a strategy for 2025. And when I tell you we're going to keep it simple, you're going to like this. So when I say keep it simple, I mean, what are the 1 to 5 things you can do Monday through Friday that you can complete effortlessly every day? Tell me in the chat. What are the 1 to 5 things you can do every single day, Monday through Friday, not on the weekend, Monday through Friday, that you can do effortlessly every single day? So now by giving yourself a checklist, you will know that once you are ready for the day, you will always finish the start of your day. Easy, right? So what is an ideal checklist each day everyone can accomplish? What can you finish daily that will give you the business that you want? Tell me in the chat, what can you finish every single day? If you're on YouTube, tell me, what can you finish every single day that will help you feel accomplished? What is that? What is it? What can you do? Hey, Justin over there on YouTube. Hi, Cayenne. So I guess my sound is good. So follow up, lead generation. What else? What can you do every single day? Mail, calls, social media, follow up. So while you're typing this into the chat, check in with existing clients, check their needs, create video. Let's talk about why you need a checklist. So clearly, I'm the book reader. Did you know? This is my friend in the skies. Don't let me scare you. Did you know that when you get into an airplane, the pilot has a checklist that they must follow when they sit in the cockpit? They probably even have a checklist of what's happening when they get to the airport. They have a checklist of what's going to happen when they get into the cockpit, right? Even flight attendants have a checklist. And, we think, and I shouldn't say this is true for all of you, but many people think that a flight attendant is there to service you. They're not. They're there to keep you safe. I was going to be one. That's a story for another day. Maybe I passed out during the examination and they were like, yeah, she's going to faint in the air. So did you also know that a surgeon has a checklist when they perform surgery? So I recently was reading a book and there was a scenario where the surgeon left a tool inside of someone's knee and the person couldn't figure out why they weren't healing. And it was because something went wrong in surgery where they didn't stick to the checklist. So these people, pilots, don't just fly planes or operate on you without a checklist. So when they get into when someone is in the air, the pilot has gone through a checklist. Like they flip the buttons, check that, there are things that they do to make sure you're safe. A surgeon doesn't just go in there and start doing surgery without a checklist. I was talking to my twin this morning and she was telling me about a book she's reading. And I think it was the book you told me, but why women would die after birth. And it was because they weren't doing something specific every single time. It was the checklist. Now, when I tell you this is going to be so simple that if I could convince one of you to do this, 2 of you to do this, or 3 of you to do this, if you're my agent, I'm going to actually email this to you. Somehow I'll get it to the membership. You need a checklist. And I don't mean, because Mina said this, but I'll come back and say it again. a to-do list. I don't mean a to-do list because there are things that you need to get done every day. I mean a checklist. So the checklist make what pilots and surgeons do every day seamless and get what they need to do out of their heads. Because some of you, it's what you must get done, and if you get it out of your heads, you're not going to be winging it. So you need a checklist for all things real estate, not just your client systems, but systems. So you can actually finish your work, your lead generation activities, and your work in the business every single day. So do you, and by the way, I don't want you to wing it, because some of you tell me in the feed, or whether you're on YouTube or Instagram, tell me, do you have a system that you follow every day, or are you just winging it? How many of you are dual career and you go to work and you have a system? I know one of you works for Coca-Cola and you have a daily system, right? I'm sure if you drive a truck, there's a system. I am sure that, even for those of you that drive a manual car, right, there's a system. You got to start in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we could beat the system in driving, the third gear, but it doesn't work effectively unless you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6, right? And I'm seeing it. Someone said no system. So do you even have a checklist of what you must get done every day? Some of you that go to a job, are you the boss that gives out the work, or are you the person that does the work? Because now if you're the person that does the work for someone else, you're creating the dream for them, but they've given you the list so you can get a paycheck. So you need a checklist for all things real estate. Again, not just for your clients, because you do need one for your clients. You need them for buyers, sellers, tenants, landlords, commercials. You need systems. But before those systems, as a real estate agent, is there a checklist that you can complete every single day and make it effortless? Do you know what you do all day? Any of you? Are you, and by the way, and I'm going with checklist right now. Your checklist will be your system, but let's just go with checklist. Some of you are saying you have one. Are you getting up to do the work, or are you winging it? Some of you already said it's just, I'm getting up, you haven't even showered yet. You know who you are. These are the people that haven't showered. I'm talking to you. Go shower, get ready for the day, get cute. When you give yourself the work, you will finish your tasks. And just to shout out today, I'm going to be live again with Justin Letheby. I don't know where we're going live, Justin, but I'm just figuring you're going to give me a stream. So YouTube somewhere, I'll e-blast all of you. So we're going to talk about systems and how to generate leads. So as a real estate agent, this is a checklist I can finish every day that is effortless. Now, this is an example because I want you all to create your own. This is an example. Brian, you have systems. I gave you so many systems, but I get it when you're dual career. So so here it is. If you're in the membership, I will copy, cut, and paste this for all of you. Number 1. Now, this is me starting off my day. Number 1, work out for 30 minutes a day. And that could be Monday through Friday. Number 1, this is a daily checklist. Write it down. Now, there's things you do, automatically every day. You get up to pee, you get up to walk the dog. You get up, you brush your teeth. There's some things in the middle of this. So I'm not saying don't do those, but let's just go with, here's a daily checklist, Monday through Friday. And you might even say, what time you're going to get up. So number 1, work out for 30 minutes a day. Number 2, get ready for the day, right? Shower, all of that. Number 3, eat breakfast. These are 3. I've accomplished it. Not a to-do list, a daily checklist. Number 4, when I come into my office, mail handwritten note cards to the canceled and the expireds every day. Every day. This shouldn't take you more. And this is so mail handwritten note cards to canceled and expired listings from the last 24 hours. This should take you between 15 to 30 minutes a day. Now, January 1st, it might take you 2 hours because there's going to be a lot on January 1st. And it's November 1st. For those of you that are watching this live, first of all, I saw a lot of expired yesterday. Some of us have strategy. We have properties that expire on holidays because we know none of y'all work on a holiday. And number 2, January 1st, there's going to be more. So number 4 was write handwritten note cards to the canceled and expireds every day. Now, this is the simple pilot surgeon checklist. every single day. That should take you 15 to 30 minutes. Number 5, create one short video that can be repurposed on social media accounts that ties into real estate. 30 to 45 minutes a day. One video, I think it should take 5 minutes, but that's me because all you got to do is. Number 6, call, text, or email 5 people in your database with the market update and ask if they have questions about real estate. That's number 6. And then number 7, and I'm done, is follow up on any leads with the goal to convert 1 a day. That's your daily checklist. Because remember, when I started the conversation, I asked you, are you winging it? I ask you, we remember this is not a to-do list, because we all have a to-do list. And maybe I'm a little older, so I can do paper. I'm very tech savvy. I have everything written down in Evernote. I'm saying this to you because some of you don't think like the pilot. Some of you don't think like the surgeon. Some of you, again, have dual career jobs because you get up, get dressed, and go to work for someone else because they gave you the checklist and the paycheck. So if I gave you a basic checklist that you can edit and make your own, you can do this. And I have 2 checklists. This is the daily checklist, Monday through Friday. So number 1, work out for 30 minutes. Number 2, get ready for the day. Number 3, eat breakfast. Number 4, go into your office, mail handwritten note cards to the canceled and expireds from the last 24 hours. You could do this. This will give you the biggest win. And that should take you 15 to 30 minutes. Number 5, create one short video that can be repurposed on social media accounts that ties into real estate. Just one. I'm posting it on Instagram, that automatically feeds to Facebook, post it on TikTok, post it on YouTube Shorts. Done for the day. And now my Instagrams are posting to Threads, and you could post this on Snapchat. Number 6, call, text, or email 5 people in your database, your Microsoft Excel spreadsheet, your CRM, the people in your MLS, with a market update and ask if they have questions about real estate. For those of you that are in my membership, I show, or actually, let me make it simple. I want you to be in the membership, but some of you know I give it all. I give you stuff. If you go to my YouTube channel, I have a playlist on how to do the market update with ChatGPT. Number 7, follow up on any leads with a goal to convert 1 a day. You could do all of this before 11 a.m. And then you have the rest of the day for your appointments. Tell me you like this. All right. So I gave you the repeat. Now here's the second checklist. And you can call this the weekly, monthly checklist, because now here's where this is the good part. So remember, this could be considered a system, but it is your daily and monthly work. I'm keeping it so simple. I can make things complicated or hard, but here it is. So let's call this the weekly, monthly checklist. Now you really got to write fast. Number 1, mail to potential buyers every single month. This is week 1. So if you're like, okay, if I were to write down 4 columns and I have week 1, 2, 3, 4, the first checklist happens every day, whatever time you're going to do it. The second checklist happens every month. So so mail to, number 1, mail to potential buyers each month. Week 1, every month on Tuesday, because you're putting out fires on a Monday after 11 a.m. So every week, once a month, the first week on Tuesday, you're mailing to potential buyers. If you don't know how to do this, if you have never taken my class on renters to buyers, every one of you, I don't care if you're in Georgia. I know you can do it in Georgia. I don't care if you're in Florida. I don't care if you're in Illinois. You can go look for everyone that rented out a property that needs to make a decision in the next 90 days through today. Renters to buyers. And this is once a month, first week of the month on Tuesday. Number 2, create a blog post every week on LinkedIn using the data from your MLS. Pick 4 cities, right? West Chicago, Carroll Stream, Bartlett, Wheaton. Matter of fact, West Chicago, Carroll Stream, Bartlett, Broadview, where I grew up. Once a week. You can do this when you find your 4 areas, and you can build the blog with ChatGPT. And again, I have a video on YouTube in my ChatGPT playlist on how to do it. It'll take you less than 5 minutes, maybe 20 if you haven't built out your graphics, because ChatGPT will write the blog post for you. So if you don't know how to do this, YouTube. If you don't know how to do this and you're in the membership, it's under my chat. It's under 10-minute mastery and ChatGPT, that tab. Number 3, ready? So remember, number 2 was every week. Let's say you're going to do this on a Wednesday. How about that? Every week. Oh, no, I said Monday. Let me go back. Create one blog post a week on LinkedIn using data from your MLS. Find 4 different cities to blog about each month on a Monday and use ChatGPT to create the blog post. Easy. See, someone's already telling you. Christy said this is easy. Christy said it's easy. Christy, are you tech savvy or not tech savvy? Motivate these folks. Number 3, mail to pre-foreclosures each week. Week 2. This is week 2. Week 2 every month on a Tuesday. You like my Tuesday? Number 4, mail to your sphere of influence using data. This is week 3 every month on a Tuesday. Are you getting this? I'll recap. Number 5, mail to a farm area of choice. Your neighborhood, and maybe you're going to target high sell score and no mortgage, or mail to a specific subdivision where homes have no mortgage. Because I could go pull this right now. I can pull pre-foreclosures. I can find no mortgage right now. So no mortgage. How about properties that were never relisted but on the market between 2011, 2012, and 2013? First of all, you need to come see me or somebody in a Remind class, a Realist class, or an RPR class. You can go use PropStreams if you want. I'm giving you the Realtor version that you don't have to pay extra for. Now, you can go spend the money if you want, but you don't have to. And then what's another one for my number 5? How about properties or homes that were purchased? How about homes that were purchased during the same time, 2011, 2012, or 2013, but that's the bottom of the market because these properties have equity? That you could do in RPR. So if you didn't have Realist or Remind, you could do that in RPR. I wish I could wave a magic wand. My retirement plan is I'm going to work for some real estate agent and make them a lot of money. So now here's some things I want you to I'm going to recap, and then I'll sum this up. And then if any of you have questions, use that Q&A, or you can ask the questions over on YouTube. So the weekly, monthly checklist. Number 1, mail to potential buyers each week. Week 1 of every month on a Tuesday. Number 2, create one blog post a week on LinkedIn using the data from your MLS. Find 4 different cities to blog about each month on a Monday and use ChatGPT to create the blog post. If you're in the membership, have a prompt. So for me, it was what? West Chicago, Carroll Stream, Bartlett, Broadview, where I grew up. Number 3, mail to pre-foreclosures each month. Week 2, every month on a Tuesday. Then number 4, mail to your sphere of influence using data. This is week 3, every month on a Tuesday. Come on, you got this. Number 5, mail to a farm area, week 4, every month on a Tuesday. Pick something. It could be high sell score. It could be people that went to listed their properties during the bottom of the market and they didn't sell because they weren't going to get what they wanted, and they're still expired as of today. How do I know? Come see me in a Realist class. Or you could say, or homes that were purchased during the same time frame, but the bottom of the market. So anyone that purchased that property, maybe let's say between 2010 to 2014, depending on the market, gold. Because now you need to just show the data to show them that they still have equity. So here's some things I want you to know. So note, this is not your daily to-do list, because my daily to-do list is, oh, I need to journal. Maybe it's, oh, I need to finish this agent's postcards. Oh, things that you have to get done, but they're not a part of your system like the pilot. Because, right, remember, the pilot gets on the plane and has a checklist of everything they have to do, must do to make you safe to get to Dallas, right? You go to have surgery, right? You're going to have knee surgery. You're going to have something done. Clearly, if you're having open heart surgery, you want the surgeon to have a checklist. Here's your checklist. So this is not a to-do list. To-dos, you have to get done. Maybe there's a priority, but it's not something you do every day. This is your must get done checklist. Mina said, give her credit. This is not your daily to-do list. This is your must get done checklist. So what is your ideal checklist that you can accomplish daily where you have wins every day? These are simple examples of how you can finish the day every day. My list can be completed in less than 3 hours. Less than 3 hours, even the weekly portion of this or the monthly portion. A day. So again, 3 hours a day, giving you time to follow up, check emails, social media, and scheduling appointments. So if you did this three times. Now, is this correct? Do not use email. I didn't say that, because if you go back to my list at the daily checklist, number 6 was call, text, or email 5 people in your database. Now, here's something you could do as a part of because I'm seeing the email. Remember, I made this simple to get you to do the work. So for the person that's saying, well, Carrie, don't email, I didn't say that. I didn't say don't. I'm saying, what is the perfect checklist for you? So if you need me to incorporate email, I would say, number 2, in the monthly checklist, create one blog post a week on LinkedIn using the data from your MLS, 4 different cities, and blog about it. You could take that same blog and send an email every week to your sphere of influence, giving them the same blog post. So I'm not saying don't email. I'm saying, how can you incorporate email? This is your to-do list. I mean, your checklist, not a to-do list. It's the list you must get done every day to build a successful business. So again, what is your ideal checklist that you can accomplish every day? And again, once you've done the list, I believe you can get this done every day before 11 a.m. Then you can work on, follow up, checking your emails, social media, scheduling appointments, and converting clients. So whether you're dual career or full time, we need a way to finish every single day, every week, and every month. By creating a checklist, you get the wing it factor out of your head, and you will complete your job every day. So you get what you get done, get out of your head onto your checklist. Now, let me explain why you need to get it out of your head, because some of you are like, oh, Carrie, I know what I'm doing every day. And then squirrel, because you're ADHD, you're washing clothes. You've gone back into the kitchen. For those of you that work at home, you're in the office and someone starts to talk to you and you haven't finished if you have this list, you're like, I'll talk to you in a little bit. I got something I got to get done. When you have the checklist, it brings you back to what you must get done. Right? So stop winging it. Let's work an effortless list so we win the day every day in real estate and help our clients reach the dream of home ownership. So again, for those of you, when I got to my number 5, mail, direct mail, snail mail. Yes, I mean mail. Now, in all of this, because I just gave you a checklist, you could build out each one of these items specifically. So let me make it make sense. You could, number 3, for your monthly list, mail to pre-foreclosures each month, week 2 of every month on a Tuesday. When you send that direct mail piece, you might have a QR code that redirects people to a YouTube video that talks about the market update. And you might even have a QR code to a Google form that emails them the YouTube video so you can capture leads. Remember, I'm giving you a checklist. I didn't tell you the detail in the checklist. The goal is to do what? The goal is to generate leads. This is I gave you the simple version. Now, let me read the daily checklist again so I can make it make sense. The daily checklist, not a to-do list, right? Because here is a to-do list. What you must get done for the day, right? It could be you're getting audited, you got to finish some stuff, right? The to-do list. The checklist is not your daily to-do list. This is the list you must get done. So let me recap for those of you that are just joining. Good for you. Here it is. Remember, the checklist is like a surgeon. They go into surgery. They have a checklist. It's out of their head so they don't make a mistake. The pilot has a checklist. They get it out of their head so they don't make a mistake, and they get you to your destination safely, right? Right. So the daily checklist, and I'm giving you my example of what that would look like. for me as a real estate agent. Number one, work out for 30 minutes a day. Number two, get ready for the day, right? Wash your face, brush your teeth, shower, get dressed, to get yourself together. My husband was like, Carrie, why are you showering? Just go talk to the person. I'm like, nope. Because I had a call with someone really early in the morning from another country because they helped me. And he's like, why are you doing that? I'm like, because I won't feel right. It's got to be the same routine. Number three, eat some breakfast. It could simply be coffee and a smoothie. It could be eggs, whatever you need to be. Number four, mail a handwritten note card to the canceled and expired listings from the last 24 hours, 15 to 30 minutes. But a part of that, when I get to number four, is what is my note card going to say? Dear Tom, I see your home is no longer being actively marketed. When you decide to interview new agents, I would love to be considered. Call me, text me, or email me if you have questions. Stick my business card at the top of the note card. I'm giving you the system within the checklist, right? I stick my note card in here. I mean, my business card. I've handwritten the note. I write on the outside. That's my number four, to a canceled or expired. If you're in my market, I just did a class on tools to generate leads. And in the tools to generate leads, I showed you how to farm cancels and expireds every single day. That's the process under number four. Number five, create one short video that can be repurposed on social media accounts that ties into real estate. And this is going to take you 30 to 45 minutes. Now, what are you going to do? You're going to sit down, you're going to write down your script. Now, I really do think you could pre-do this on the weekend, but let's just say you're going to do it every day because you're off the cuff anyway. So you're going to go create a 30-minute video. You're dressed for the day. You're going to hop in your car. You're going to run over to downtown West Chicago, and you're going to talk about did you know the city of West Chicago has the Polar Express every year? If you want to take advantage of the Polar Express, check out the link in my bio and sign up before tickets sell out. Boom, done. Download, upload, 3 different places. You might have to edit it in CapCut. You might want to add captions, but I could go in my car. And I think this is 30 to 45 minutes because downtown is really close. I'm going to hit the Metro. I'm going to talk about it. Maybe I'm not even going to go downtown. I'm just going to show in the back of, do green screen and show you the Polar Express. Boom, repurpose YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, wherever you want it. Threads, you got it, right? Then number 6, call, text, or email 5 people in your database with the market update and ask if they have questions about real estate. So I can open up my CRM, open up the MLS, and just go through my list and put a note in that I sent a message to Justin today. Hey, Justin, did you know in Broadview, Illinois, because that's where Justin lives, median sales prices have increased by 50% since 2013. Now I made that number up, but the point is it's 5 people. It could be a pop by. It could be you get in the car. It could be you just send a text and say, hey, Justin, I know you're still renting and I've been doing some research. And did you know that you could actually purchase a house for the amount you're renting? Boom. So remember, I wrote this last night. So for those of you that are looking for my notes, I hope you're taking notes. Why do I need you to take notes? Because when you write it down, you remember. Now, my number 7 is follow up on any leads with a goal to convert one every day. So now you're going to go back to your CRM. Who hasn't followed up with you? Who did you have as a contact? You're going to follow up on leads, and your goal is to convert one a day. If you didn't get one, what did you do to generate a lead? Did I make that make sense? Because some of you were looking for real specifics. I just gave you a checklist. It's your job to build out what is under every checklist. Because remember, this is an example. What is your ideal checklist? Not a to-do list. What is your ideal checklist that you can accomplish every day? If you're dual career, it could be, Carrie, I'm dual career. I'm only sending a handwritten note card to cancels and expireds and sending 1 text a day. That's doable, right? There you go. So for those of you, Mina's saying when she was in flight school, she had that checklist because you have to check everything off to make sure you don't end up, somewhere where you shouldn't. All right. So do you have any question? Where can I find this checklist in the membership? You cannot because it's not there. My goals. That will be a to-do list item. but I do have it written out. So I would have to make this like a blog post, or yeah, this calls for design strategy. So anybody have any questions? I literally, oh, if you are here and you missed the replay for it's the final countdown, I made it available for anyone to watch. If you type in the word replay, you will get an email or you'll get a direct message on Instagram so you can grab the replay. If you are in the membership, it is under bonus masterclass. I put it there. And I e-blasted everyone in the membership. You can just click and get the landing page. So it's either a landing page or it's in the membership. If you are not in the membership, I have a special. So once you do download the replay, I have a special with a coupon, $47 off. And it's an annual fee. If you are in the membership, watch for your credit card to be charged for the coming year. I have so much content. There's absolutely no reason why you can't succeed. And for under $15 a month up front, it's a win. It is a true win. No questions. No. So while you're doing that, because I don't want to lose some of you, I want to remind some of you that I'm going to be live again with Justin today. So if you're like, Carrie, I want to see you live. Here, I need to, why won't this like shrink? Oh, there we go. So I want to make this relevant for some of you that are like, well, Carrie, talk to me about the pre-foreclosures. Talk to me about the market. Let me make this relevant. So today, when I go live with Justin, we're going to give you strategy on lead generation. And if you're watching the replay and you missed it, it's probably on Justin Letheby's YouTube channel. So I logged into my MLS. Didn't I tell you there are more properties that expire at the end of the month? 23. Got 23. And then if I were to click on the status changes, type in the word replay. I see the questions. If I were to click the status changes with the areas that I'm watching in real time, let me tell you how many cancels. Because this is what happens. October 31st, holiday, whether you call it a holiday or not, right now, there are 51 cancels. So you already know that I am downloading this list, and it's not a handwritten note card. It's a direct mail piece with an actual letter. 51. I could do this today. Justin, hop over to Instagram if you're still watching, and it's Letheby, Letheby at 11 a.m. Tag yourself in my live, Justin, and I'm going to figure out if I can stream it to mine at the same time because we're going to use StreamYard. I'll actually go do a video on my stories to give you his YouTube channel. So now, I mean, like 51 cancels and 23 expires. Nice. If I were to talk to you about pre-foreclosures, let me tell you how many. Because remember, in my checklist, this was the monthly. I want you to do this every day when it comes to cancels and expireds. Every month, I want you to go after pre-foreclosures. So if I were to, let me go to that question, look up pre-foreclosures, and I put in pre-foreclosures that happened where everything was filed in the last 6 months. I type in pre-foreclosures, and then I'm going to pick a specific city. I don't know. I'll go with Plainfield. And then click search. Right now in Plainfield, I have 96 pre-foreclosures. Let me see how many are actually listed. And this is commercial and residential. I have 3 that are already listed. So 93 pre-foreclosures in Plainfield. So I missed the part about renewing the membership. I just was telling everyone that the membership will auto renew. If you are in the membership and you want to know the date, you can email us at info@smartgirlmedia.com. info@smartgirlmedia.com. So I just gave you, there's 93 pre-foreclosures in Plainfield. Now, if I were to tell you, let's see, if I were to go to expired farming in Realist and I put in January 1st, 2011 through December 31st, 2015. I don't know what I just did. January 1st, 2011 through December 31st, I'll do 2013. And then I choose the status. Now I'm in Realist. If you have Realist, you need to come see me in a class or somebody in a class. And I'm going to type in Plainfield. You know I need my glasses on, right? And let's see, I'm going to look for every property that had, I'm going to look for 2 or more bedrooms in Plainfield, properties that were never relisted. Never relisted. I do not have a prompt for pre-foreclosures. I have a letter that I typed because I know the rules and I don't know. I'd have to build a prompt to train ChatGPT, and I haven't done that yet. 66 properties in Plainfield that that expired between 2011 and 2013 that were never relisted. Can I have anybody getting this? Like, right. And if you're in the membership in pre-foreclosures, I might have a a letter under the seller leads. Let me go look. I'm going to look. Under the seller boot camp, under pre-foreclosures, let's see if I have a letter. Oh, my life. I knew I wrote this down. To do letter and postcards. I said I was going to do this, and then life, because I've been teaching ABR a lot. Letter, postcard, pre-foreclosures. I got you, Cayenne. On the canceled and expireds, if canceled properties, for example, show up on the list every single day in the MLS, do we send a postcard? They appear in the MLS. If they're doing this daily, I'm sending a handwritten note card because it's getting in the house. It's up to you. Pick something. Just get it done. Pick something. I like the handwritten note. And the ones that where I have 52 canceled, that's too many. 23 might even be too many. But we remember my script was Dear Tom, I see your home is no longer being actively marketed. When you decide to interview new agents, I'd love to be considered. Let's talk about why your house didn't sell and be prepared for them to cuss you out. Thick skin. How do you sign up for a one-on-one? Pray. If you want to pay me, that's different. But I do have, let me say this. For those of you that are in Illinois, and I'm going to say it, you better get off the live and go do this. If you go to training.mredllc.com and click the schedule and search by instructor, I am Carrie Little, and I have one more seat available for a one-on-one on November 19th from 10 to 11 a.m. Now, why didn't y'all do this in order? From 10 to 11 a.m. If you do schedule me, please don't cancel. Show up, because they don't pay me what I'm worth. And I know this seems selfish, but if you get me for an hour on MLS tools, don't ask me about nothing else, but MLS tools, if you get me for an hour by yourself, you need to show up. Because I had 2 people cancel. Somebody can't, you can keep watching. Some people do cancel, and then you can get me. But I have right now between 10 and 11, one. Let's see if I refresh, if it goes away. Anybody? So if you want me for a one-on-one with MRED, you got to see if they have it. Let me see if Justin has any. No. So yeah, I still have one seat left from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. in Rolling Meadows. Don't complain about driving, because I'll be driving for y'all. All right, everyone. Any other questions? If I don't have any other questions, this is what I'll do for you, is I will create a story on Instagram telling, first of all, if you're watching the replay, you missed it. But if you do type in the word replay, I'm going to go create another automation. So it's count, just tuning, type in the fee in the comments, replay, and you will get the final countdown. If you can't find it, always go to the link in my bio on Instagram. And it is under, when you click on Smart Girl, if you click under my links, and you click the links, it says Carrie's upcoming events and more. That is where you will find it's the final countdown. So there's always a way to find it. No more questions. You got me. You got me for at least a couple minutes, unless if not, I'm out. Any other questions? Here, let me go to this thing called Remind. And again, for those of you that are just joining, let me just show you. These are my notes from today. If you missed my notes, There you are. I finished my Coffee with Carrie book of a lot of my good lives. So I finished the Coffee with Carrie weekly read, 52 weeks of Coffee with Carrie. So if you miss me, you can come read it. Now I just got to go get it on Amazon. See if I can do that by Wednesday. All right. So yeah, type in the word replay. So for those of you that are still here, I am in a tool called Remind. And I'm going to use Remind because remember, a part of one of my tips was to farm people to look for properties with no sell score. Now you need an accountability training. Ooh, good, Mallory. Come see me. Come see me in person. So I'm going to type in, this time I'll choose Bolingbrook. And so I'm in Bolingbrook, Illinois. And then I'm going to choose off market. Then I'm going to put in Bolingbrook. I'm going to go with 3 bedrooms in Bolingbrook. And then I'm going to choose sell score, high sell score, people that are likely to sell in the next 12 months. If you are on YouTube and you want my link, it's the final countdown. I'm going to put it in the chat because I do not have an automation here. It's in the chat, Jessica. So I'm in Remind. And right now in all of Bolingbrook, for 3-bedroom homes that are not on the market, there are 384 properties that have a high sell score. If I build this out a little bit more and put in mortgage has no mortgage, there are 31 properties. Look, you could do a mailer today. There are 31 properties every week, once a week, once a month, the third week, something like that. There are 31 properties in all of Bolingbrook with 3 bedrooms where the house is paid off and a high sell score. Boom. Yeah. Listen, Linda, listen. So here's what I'm going to do is since I don't have any more questions, I'm going to end on YouTube. For those of you that are new here and you missed my live, the live replay will be available after this here. And then I'll create an automation if you type in the word replay so you can grab it's the final countdown. So again, once I'm finished and you see the post, share my video with a friend. Say, for those of you that don't know you can do this, you can click the 3 dots and create a saved folder called Coffee with Carrie. Save my Coffee with Carrie. So when you need some motivation, when you need to learn, you can actually have a place to go to learn if you missed the replay or if you missed the live event. All right, everyone. Again, go to the link in my bio. Make sure if you sign up, it's the final countdown. If you grab the replay, you'll get into my email system. If you're not in the membership, I highly recommend it. I am probably one of the least expensive memberships you can get. And although, it's still a deal, it's a really good deal. It's better than when I first launched. And anyone that had the original rate, I gave them the new rate last year. If you don't have the membership, for the cost of less than $15 a month upfront, it's about 15. Is it 15? No, it's less because there's 12 months. It is worth it even if you only came to the monthly class. There you have it. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. No more questions? Catch the replay, and then I will e-blast all of you where we will be live later. And if you go to my stories, I will add one of our YouTubes. We'll figure it out. All right, everyone. Have a great day. If you are watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Mina and I typically go live on Sundays. So follow us there. All right.